This is WUSA 9 News at 11, and we start tonight with a story you will not see anywhere else. Thank you for staying up with us. I'm Lorenzo Hall. Tonight, we're getting brand new details about the search for Mamta Kafle Bhatt. The young nurse and mother has been missing from Manassas Park since late July. Our Katie Lusso has been helping lead our coverage of Mamta's story since then. And tonight, Katie, the police chief, only spoke with you about this search. Are they any closer to finding Mamta?
Well, tonight he told me that they continue to get tips and leads, and what they've been doing is lining up those leads with the data they're getting back from things like Naresh's phone and car, and that's how they're deciding where they should search next. It's a conversation you will only see here on WUSA 9. This was Mamta Kafle Bhatt's last post on social media, the date July 28th. It's also the last day anyone other than her husband Naresh Bhatt heard from her. He told WUSA 9 he last saw her on the 31st.
In the evening of the Wednesday, we were here and then we ate together.
During a welfare check on August 2nd, he told police she had gone to Texas or New York.
New York or Texas.
Since then, Naresh Bhatt has been arrested and charged with concealing a dead body.
I don't believe she's alive. I know there's some people out there on social media saying that she is, but I don't believe she's alive at this point. There's no evidence that proves that she is.
Manassas Park Police Chief Mario Lugo says his department has been working nonstop on this case.
Searches, we've done over 10. We've done grid searches. We've done searches with canines, search warrants and subpoenas and stuff. I think we're pushing approximately 30 already that we have. Search warrants of the house, obviously, data from the car, financial records from banking institutions, phone records, and stuff like that for GPS.
He pointed out that where they haven't searched yet are any bodies of water.
Tips we received, they believe that she's in a body of water. You know, just some statements made by Naresh and stuff in the past. I think, you know, when we look at some of these records and GPS records and stuff, you know, knowing that, we kind of look at those areas to see if that's an area that he possibly visited.
On Thursday, Naresh Bhatt is expected back in court. His attorney has called for the arrest warrant to be thrown out, citing that detectives made false statements when they wrote that a body was dragged out of the home, despite only having evidence that a body was dragged inside the house. Chief Lugo says the case is strong.
The nature of how this body was removed from the house, I think, is what the defense is really pushing us on right now. But that's just one piece of evidence that there's more to this case than just that.
Yeah, all right, Katie. So we know he says there's still a lot of evidence in this case, but Mamta is still technically considered missing. Did the chief say anything about any future searches planned?
Well, he told me tonight they are planning another search, and that'll happen in the next couple of weeks. He wouldn't say where, but said it will be outside of Manassas Park. Now, we know the community is very invested in this case. We've covered several searches that Mamta's friends have organized on their own in the weeks since her disappearance. But when it comes to these specific searches that are being organized by police for evidence, I asked the chief if community involvement is something that helps or hurts. He said this.
I've always been straightforward with the public to say, hey, if I need your help to search an area, I'm going to ask, you know, so, and that hasn't come, you know, that opportunity hasn't presented itself yet, but it's still there. I know that I would have a lot of people willing to help if that was the case.
Yeah, it sounds like he's trying to manage all of this and not have the public interfere with any of it at all.
But still appreciates them.
Yeah. All right, Katie, thank you so much. We know you'll stay on top of it. And of course, WUSA 9 has been leading the way on this story from the very beginning. You can find all of our coverage right now just by scanning that QR code on your screen, and count on us to keep pressing for answers in the disappearance of Mamta Kafle Bhatt.